All right, everyone, welcome to the kitchen. Today we're going to be fixing a cranberry stuffing with pecans. If you're allergic to pecans or don't like pecans, just take them out. Let's get cooking. All right, first we have all of our ingredients laid out. We've got our stuffing mix, which is just a box stuffing. We've got chicken broth, celery, onions, both chopped, fresh cranberries, whole, pecans chopped up. Again, don't like pecans or allergic, throw them out. Got butter, salt, poultry seasoning, our Instapot, and when we're all done, we're going to end up with cranberry stuffing, and hopefully it'll look that delicious. Okay, our first step in this recipe is to saute the onions and celery with a lot of butter in the Instapot. The Instapot itself has several different cooking methods available to you. Everything from a slow cook, there's the saute, which we'll be using, pressure cook, which we'll be using later. These are all presets that make things pretty simple. You'll probably want to experiment with timing and things as you get cooking and get better with it, but they're a great place to start. So for this recipe, we start with saute, which is simply hitting the saute button, letting it heat up, and we take the lid off. All right, while the onions and celery are sauteing, our dries will mix together the cornbread stuffing, cranberries, pecans, and mix it up a bit, and then just add our broth on top. We'll mix this around and let it sit while we finish sauteing. Right after we've added our seasoning and we've been sauteing now for about 3 minutes or so, and your onion's starting to get translucent, your celery is definitely softening up. And over here, our dry mix has now been soaking in the broth, so that is getting nice and moist. We take the sauteed vegetables out and we pour them into our dries. After mixing the wet ingredients in with the dry ingredients, getting them thoroughly blended together, this recipe calls for using an accessory, an Instapot accessory, which is just basically a baking pan that fits inside of the Instapot bowl. I don't have one of those pans, so I'm improvising with an empty tomato can, in essence. And so you load the tomato can or the Instapot pan with your stuffing mix. Then we'll put tin foil over the top of it, and we'll pour 1.5 cups of water around the edge, not inside, but around the edge here of the Instapot pan. Put the lid on and get to cooking. All right, we have the stuffing inside our tomato can. We've got tin foil on it. We have 1.5 cups of water surrounding it on the outside. Now we place our Instapot lid on the top. Close the lid. Hit pressure cook. And we want to set this for 20 minutes. And that is it. It will start pressurizing in a minute, and then in 20 minutes we will have cranberry stuffing. All right, the timer's hit 0. It's been 20 minutes under pressure. It's time for the reveal. Now here's the one thing to really watch out for. This is the pressure valve and the steam release. It is incredibly hot, so be sure and stand clear. We flip this switch down and release the pressure. All right, time for the big reveal. I pulled it out of the Instapot now. I'll just lift this up. Ooh, moist, steamy. How's it look? Aside from the pretty bowl and the parsley, I think we did it.